You want to challenge me? What an amateur. Me and my Pokemon are undefeated. Go Charmander! Charmander! Char! I'll do my best. Go Blockawood!
Blockawood!
What an amateur. Doesn't she know Blockawood is weak to the fire-type Charmander? There's no way I could... Blockawood! Use Water Gun! Ooh, what? How does Blockawood even... Wait! That's not fair! You can't give your Pokemon a Water Gun toy!
It's super effective.
Charmander! Char! Ugh! How could I lose? All the training, all the hard work. Yeah, whatever. That'll be $1,200. What? Welcome to Seanward Draws. I'm Seanward, and today I'll be burning some wood. But not with fire. I'll be using a wood burning pin to draw on a block of wood. This is my first time to try wood burning, and the pins get incredibly hot. If I'm not careful, there's a very good chance I could burn my hand, and I really don't want to burn my hand. That would hurt. So I am going to be very careful today. Now, you may be asking, Seanward, I don't care how you make your art. What are you making? And that is a great question, generic cartoon person. If you watched the opening to this video, you may already have an idea of what I'm doing. That's right! What better drawing to burn into a block of wood than the Pokemon that's famous for its flame, Charmander? I always get excited working with new mediums, and I hope you have fun watching me make art with heat today. Today I could talk all about my experience with wood burning, but there isn't really much to say. I did enjoy it a lot, but it was very similar to drawing with a pencil. The only big difference that I really noticed was that some parts of the wood were harder than others, and so you would get to certain points where you had to move the pen slower, and then there were some parts where you just had to really rush and just drag your pen right through, otherwise it would burn too much. Other than that, like I said, it's very similar to pencil sketching. I did use two different types of wood burning pens. The little tips are removable, but I was actually borrowing two pens, so I just put two tips in, or one tip in each, and kind of went from there. And again, and it really, other than that, it was just, it took some practice to kind of get used to, so I was doing a practice run here. So instead of trying to hash that out for about 6 minutes and really just bore you, I thought it'd be more fun to tell you a few stories of times that I've been burned. We're doing wood burning. Might as well share some of my life experiences with you guys. The first time that I was really seriously burned, and I don't mean seriously like I had to go to the hospital or anything, but like something that was just very painful and stuck in my memory was whenever I was about 9 or 10 years old. Which you can already tell, not very much thought probably going on there in a 10-year-old version of myself. But we were eating at a Mexican food restaurant, and they had a buffet. One of my favorite things to get there, and still one of my favorite things to get when I go there, is their queso. And if you don't know, queso means cheese, but in this case, it means molten cheese. We're talking hot, melted cheese. Very hot stuff. And so I went to go get a bowl. I was at the buffet line, and I grabbed the bowl. They weren't very big bowls or anything, and I dropped the bowl into the cheese. And my first thought was, oh man, I'm gonna be in so much trouble. Someone's gonna find that bowl, and I'm gonna be grounded. You know, this is the mind of a 10-year-old. I was just always scared of being grounded, honestly. But so without really thinking about it, I just jammed my hand into that very hot molten cheese to grab that bowl, and I immediately regretted it. Talk about hot. I pulled my hand out, covered in this steaming cheese, just looked like my hand had been cast in liquid gold. ran to the bathroom screaming in the middle of this restaurant, washed off my hand. Luckily, it wasn't much worse than, I don't know, maybe a little bit of a bad sunburn, so we didn't go to the hospital or anything, but that is definitely was a time that I was burned very bad. The only other time that I've been burned to about that degree was in high school chemistry class. I loved my high school chemistry class, and I loved my high school chemistry teacher. I can't really remember what lesson we were working on. I think it had to do with counting calories. I think you burn the object and see how long it burns to count calories. I didn't really learn it back then, so I can't say too much about it now, sadly. I'm sorry. But we were actually started off by burning a drop of gasoline in a Petri dish. This is one of those little glass, they look like little glass plates that are just clear. And it sat in that drop of gasoline, or it might have been alcohol, was burning for about a minute and a half. And we asked if we could do it again, and our teacher said yes. And without even pausing, I went and grabbed the Petri dish that was just on fire for over a full minute, and instantly burned my hand, on my finger and on my thumb very badly. It blistered up immediately. My teacher actually seemed pretty excited about it, surprisingly. In his words, he had never gotten to use the emergency shower, and so he was very excited to try that out in the chemistry lab. So that was fun. Everybody made light of it. I washed my hands off with some cool water. I wrapped them up as best as I could, and I just kind of went through the rest of my day. I had to hold my pencils kind of like a 3-year-old holds crayons for a few days, and once the blisters went away, all I was left with was a very interesting memory. So, yeah, those are the times that I've burned myself. I wouldn't say they were fun, but at the same time, I wouldn't say they're bad memories looking back at them. I mean, they hurt, but it's fun to be able to share with other people times that I've been maybe not so smart in my endeavors of dealing with very hot things. I do want to add one more thing about what I did with this piece. I forgot that I actually, when I'd finished wood burning to make the shadow effect or some of the darker areas, I actually took some wood stain. You need to be careful with wood stain because it tends to soak into wood very easily. If you try to do something like this, I suggest brushing your brush off on another piece of wood till it's pretty dry. That way it doesn't just spread out all over it, because that's what stain is meant to do, just spread out. So I brushed this on with a pretty dry brush, and I really like that effect. After that, I glazed it over with a clear coat, and it came out fantastic. Thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed making this today. I had a ton of fun working with wood burning, and I really love the finished piece. I think it came out amazing, and I'm so excited to put it on my wall. To be honest, I couldn't have done this project alone. I have to thank my sister Crystal. She was a huge help. She not only helped me by providing the wood burning pins for the project, but she also taught me how to use the wood burning pins, how to be safe with them. If she hadn't stepped in and showed me how to work with wood burning, I probably would have burned most of my fingers, to be honest. And I'm pretty sure this Charmander would probably look more like a lump of ash. I'm just being completely honest, and I have to give you props again. Thank you so much, Crystal, for helping me out with this project. If you enjoyed today's video, as always, please make sure to like the video, and please make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I am going to be changing my schedule up a little bit, at least for the next few weeks. I have been doing once a week on Tuesdays. From this point on, I'm planning to do once every other week on Tuesdays. Life is just getting a little busy for me, and I just need to be able to kind of slow down, and I want to focus on the quality of the videos over the quantity. With that being said, if you enjoy the content on this video, please make sure to hit that notification bell. That way you'll be alerted whenever a new video from me comes out. And if you have any suggestions for any future projects, wood burning or otherwise, please leave them down in the comments. I always take the comments to heart, and if there's something that I see that a lot of people are really suggesting, then I'll absolutely put it in a video. And that's about all the time I have for today. So until next time, enjoy your art. Shh, hey. It's gonna be alright. Look, I brought an umbrella. Everything's gonna be okay.